Hi everybody, it's Norma and I'm so excited. I have a Kringle and a Kringle Country Candle haul to share with you. Um, my biggest regret is that this haul is not bigger. Um, a couple weeks before Christmas, Mike Kittredge, who is the owner of Kringle Candle, and he is also a member of my Facebook group, gave us a code in response to one of our members saying, hey, we need a code. We want to buy your candles before Christmas. And he was so generous and gave us an extremely generous code. It was Micksfriend, and it gave us 50% off anything on the website, which is just phenomenal. Um, oh my gosh, you guys. I had to be Micksfriend at least once, and I wish I had done it twice or three times because I really, really, really regret not getting more of some things. Um, like I said, the code was 50% off. It did expire earlier this week. I placed this order. It was right before Christmas Eve. I believe it was on December 23rd. And I originally thought the code was going to be good through January 8th or 9th. I received my order on January 4th. So I thought that I would have time to receive what I have here before you right now, sniff and smell, and order more. And then actually, the day the code expired, which was on January 3rd, I think, January 2nd or 3rd, I was actually going to place an order anyway. I wasn't going to wait for this one to arrive because the reviews were coming in from other members in my Facebook group who had beat me to the punch, and they were on their like second or third order already. And I was still waiting for my first one. So based on their reviews and recommendations, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to do another order. Unfortunately, the code expired before I actually pulled the trigger. So I'm just like, oh, kicking myself about that. So I actually thought I had some candles in this order that I don't because I never placed that second order. And I had so many things going in and out of my cart. You guys know how it goes. You know, you just put things in, put things out, try to be reasonable, try to be good. You know, it's like you can't order everything, and you whittle down your cart, and then you think about it, and then you add some and you take some out and you go back and forth. You guys know how it goes. So I wasn't sure exactly what was coming to me because of that. So while I'm very happy with everything in front of me, I do wish I had gotten a few other things. Yes, I do. So all I can hope is I do know that Kringle Country Candle is supposed to come out with some more releases in the Country Candle line, maybe sometime this month. Hopefully we get another code. I don't know. I can't count on it. So if that happens, I will definitely be ordering some more of the things you see before you today. And, well, let's just get started. They released some new scents since my last video. And so I try to hone in on scents that I thought you guys might be really interested in and scents that I knew that I was going to be interested in. I decided not to get all of them because I was really trying to keep this order to a certain dollar amount, and I had to get some more of my pink grapefruit, which is like one of my very, very favorite Kringle candles. So that was not optional. And I got some tea lights, which I'll show you in a minute. Those were not optional. So I had to play around that and stay to a certain dollar limit. So I didn't get everything. I didn't get, for instance, the Peach Bellini because I don't like Bath and Body Works Peach Bellini. It's just like too sugary and sweet for me. I know it's a cult favorite. A lot of you love it. Just for me, it's a little bit too much. However, I have been hearing pretty good reviews about it. Someone on my Facebook group compared it to champagne toast from Bath and Body Works, but with just peaches. So that's kind of like, well, maybe I should have tried that. I probably should have just gotten a daylight and everything, but I didn't. So what I did get, I'm going to start with this one, because this I got in a candle, so I'll talk about the candles later. I got Blueberry Muffin. Now this is in the Country Candle line. It is also in the main Kringle line. And I wanted to get it simply to see if it was the same as the one in the Kringle line, because I do have that candle. And it is. To me, it's exactly the same. Now, Mick did mention that there are candles in the Country Candle line that are crossovers from the main Kringle line. However, they were reformulated, and in his opinion, they are stronger. So if you see a candle that is in both the main Kringle line and the Country Candle line, chances are it's the same scent, but it's just been reformulated to be in the colored wax, and it's going to be stronger. I know there are some exceptions to that, where there's going to be a candle in the Country Candle line with the same name as a scent in the main line, but it's going to be different. And he mentioned Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom has been in the Kringle line for quite a while. It is going to be eventually reappearing in the Country Candle line, but he has said that scent is different. It's just not the same. So we'll see when that comes out. I don't know what all the new scents are. I can't remember them all. He's been giving us sneak peeks and everything, but I don't know all of them. So we'll just have to wait till they come out. So Blueberry Muffin to me is exactly the same. Now, a new one that came out that everybody was going crazy over is Cashmere and Cocoa. Now, this one, everyone was comparing it to Bath and Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. A lot of other people were comparing it more to Yankee Candle's Campfire Treats. I would have to say it's more like Campfire Treats. To me, it's more like a gooey marshmallow. Cocoa, I don't get too much chocolate out of it. Maybe a little, but I really don't get a lot of the smoky note either, like you would smell in Campfire Treats or Marshmallow Fireside. I get more of the sweet marshmallow. Now, I also did pick up a Daylight and Cozy Cabin, and I have the large jar behind you. This is one of my favorites from Kringle in the main line. And I wasn't even going to pick this up in a large jar, but for the fact that Mick said he thought it was stronger. And I was like, okay, now I have to see for myself if that is true or not. So I decided to pick up the Daylight and the candle. And, you know, people compared this one to Marshmallow Fireside when they first tried it. Even though this doesn't have marshmallow, it's more like brown sugar and vanilla and maple and smoke, like firewood. I think if you took Cozy Cabin and Cashmere and Cocoa, you would get something that is more like Bath and Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. I don't think either one of these is like that candle. Marshmallow Fireside, it's been a while since I've smelled it, but it just is really sweet marshmallow with that firewood. This gives you that sweet marshmallow. This gives you sweetness, but with the firewood. I like this one, but I think it might be too sweet for me. I don't like really, really sweet candles. If you like really, really sweet, you would like this. If you don't like really, really sweet, I think you would prefer this one. And this one is the one I do prefer. So, moving on. This is hot chocolate. I wasn't going to get this one either because one of my very favorite candles from Kringle, and it was like one of the first Kringle candles I owned, is their hot chocolate in their main line. So I thought, oh, this is a dupe. So I wasn't going to get it. And then people had ordered it, and, you know, people were saying it had coconut in it. So it's like, okay, I have to try it to see if it's the same or not. And this is definitely different from the hot chocolate in the main Kringle line. I can definitely smell the coconut in this. It's really, really nice. It's kind of like almost like a Mounds bar. Um, I won't, I won't rush out and get a large jar of this. I actually have Kringle's hot chocolate and peppermint cocoa burning right now in my computer room. And I'm really, really enjoying it. But it's a scent I'm going to burn like 1 month a year. So I don't need like hordes and hordes of it. But I do like it. And, you know, if it comes back next year, I think I will probably end up breaking down and buying a jar of that. Because I do like that little touch of the coconut. Now, this is one that everyone in my group here has really, really liked. And this is another one I wasn't going to get. It wasn't on my radar because me and berry scents are kind of iffy. If it's done right, I like it. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe what it is with me and berry. Some I like, some I don't. So everybody in this group in my group was like, oh, they really, really like this. And they were saying it was like a raspberry, blueberry, blackberry with like, you know, a sweet balsamic vinegar like you would get at a high-end restaurant. Well, I've only had balsamic vinegar from the grocery store, not in a high-end restaurant, so I'm not quite sure what that smells like. When I first smelled this one, honestly, I wasn't impressed. I was like, I don't get what the hype is. So then I smelled it again and again and again, and it's kind of growing on me. I definitely get the berry, and it is a mixture. I get the raspberry, blueberry, blackberry. It's definitely like a berry mix. But then I get almost like a grape note, which maybe that's the balsamic vinegar, because I'm not really getting a vinegar note, like that tartness from the vinegar. To me, it's almost like a grapey note. I'll be curious to see what this does when I actually burn it and light it. I'm not 100% convinced. For me, I would want this in a large jar, but I'm kind of on the fence with it. I know it's pretty popular in my group. I think depending on what comes out when it burns, I may like it or I may love it, or it may just be okay to me. So this one I'm kind of on the fence about. But like I said, a lot of people in my group absolutely love it. They said when it burns, that warm balsamic note comes out and makes it a little bit higher end than your typical berry candle. So we shall see. Another one that people have really liked is apple basil. And this is another one I wasn't going to get because I had their basil candle. They discontinued the basil candle, but when I first started with Kringle, they had an herbal line with basil, thyme, and rosemary. And I believe they discontinued the thyme and they discontinued the basil, but they still have the rosemary. And the thyme was my favorite. I love that one the most. This one smells to me a lot like the basil in their the one that they used to have. I don't really pick up apple, but it's nice. I mean, I love basil. You know, I don't know if I would really want it in a candle. I would probably prefer this more in a melt because I don't think it's the kind of scent I would want to burn in a candle like every day for a month. But I would enjoy it more in a melt, I think. But we'll see what happens when I burn it. I do like it. I actually like everything, almost everything here. Okay, next one up. This is, Mambo. Cotton Fresh. And this one is exactly what I expected to smell like. Just a fresh, clean laundry scent. You know, smells like fabric softener, soap. Just exactly what you would expect it to smell like. So I just got one because I just wanted to compare it with, well, I have it over here. I got a tea light in warm cotton. And then I have their Egyptian cotton, which I don't have right in front of me. So I just wanted to kind of compare their cotton scents. I think the warm cotton is a little bit more softer, a little bit more floral. I think I prefer this scent for myself because this is like, oops, I just lost the label. This is, you know, straight on strong laundry. It smells strong to me too. I have a feeling it's going to be a really good thrower. I find all of Kringle's cotton scents to be good throwers. But yeah, for me, I think I prefer this scent because it's got a little bit more of the floral, which I like. Okay, what's next? Okay, this one surprised me. Oh, gosh, I'm dropping these things all over the place. This was in Flannel. And, oh gosh, I can't remember what the notes were on the website. I'm not reading the notes for you. Usually when I do, you know, a haul of new scents, I like to read the scent notes. But they're kind of jacked up on the website. Some of them are right, some of them aren't. So instead of trying to figure out which is which, I decided to just go with my first impressions. I believe that the scent notes on the website on this one were accurate, though. But it's not exactly what I was expecting. When I initially ordered it, I wasn't even considering the scent notes. So I was thinking, it's going to be like a cologne scent. And then when I did look at the scent notes, it said it's like a floral musk type of scent. But to me, I'm not getting that. I'm getting more like an ozony, watery type scent. It just smells really fresh and clean and a little bit like a guy. But I don't know. I'm getting more like a fresh, ozony, watery scent to this one. I'm not really getting a floral or a musk. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when I actually burn this one. But I like it. I really do like this one. That's Flannel. This one is probably my least favorite. This is Frosted Mahogany. But I know this one was really popular with some of the guys in my group. They said it was really unique, upscale, kind of had like a rose note. This has cedar, bergamot, I believe patchouli in it. I can't remember what else, berry. All I can say is there are so far only 2 candles, and they both happen to be Kringle candles, that when I smell them, I can actually taste them and my lips go numb. One is their Archives, which I love the scent, but the melt is almost too much for me. I mean, I literally can taste it. I can taste this one when I just sniff it on cold. There's something about this that reminds me of Archives. There's also something in here that reminds me of Bath & Body Works Mahogany Teakwood, but it's not as potent. This is, let's forget Mahogany Teakwood. Let's go back to their Archives. It reminds me of a sweet, almost feminized version of Archives. If you took that scent and you sweetened it up with threw some berry in it and some musk. You know, it doesn't say anything about having tobacco or any of those notes in it, but it definitely reminds me of a sweeter, fruitier version of that scent. Because I can taste it when I smell it. This is so bizarre. So for me, I don't know. It's like one of those scents. I like it, but I'm afraid of it. I'll put it that way. Okay. Love and Roses. You guys, this is straight up your grandmother's rose scent. It is a strong, strong rose floral. It's not like Picket Fence, which to me was more like a perfume body care scent that had a rose base. This is straight up heavy rose. I can't think of another rose candle to compare it to. Um, it doesn't smell like any of Yankee's roses. It doesn't smell like an Henri Blondel. It's just a deep, heavy rose scent. It smells strong. If you don't like strong roses, I would say stay away from it. It probably would be headache inducing. But if that's what you like, then I think you need to give this a try. I have a feeling just one daylight is going to be strong enough to scent my bedroom. I really, really do. It's a strong, strong rose. And the reason I didn't get this in a large jar, because you guys know I love my rose scents. I just have so many rose candles. I mean, like too many. So I need to kind of work on those and reduce my stash before I buy any more rose candles. But I was really interested to try this. Like I said, I think this one's going to be a strong one. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the daylights. This is one that when it showed up on the website, everybody was really excited because they thought it might be like Yankee's Cozy Sweater, which is a really popular scent. This is Comfy Sweater. I went through my last Heart and Cozy Sweater, about a year ago, so I don't have one to compare. I can only vaguely go on memory of what it smells like. I remember when Yankee Sea Coral came out, that was kind of more similar to Cozy Sweater, I think. But those who are very familiar with that scent say, no, it's absolutely not the same, and I would agree. This is sweeter. It's more perfumey. It actually reminds me of back in the 80s, my sister used to wear Love's Baby Soft. It kind of reminds me of that. I like it. This is one of the scents I can't decide if I like it or not. It's perfumey, but it's not too perfumey. It's powdery, but it's not too powdery. It's kind of musky, but not too musky. And I can remember, like, Love's Baby Soft, I felt the same way. It was like my sister loved it. I liked to smell it on her, but it was not for me. So I don't know. It's, I kind of wish I'd gotten 2 daylights because I would have liked to have tested, how it really, I think with 2 daylights I get a better scent comparison of the throw versus 1. But like I said, I had to keep my cart down, so I just got 1. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on this one, people. If you guys got this, please comment below and let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I kind of like it, but it might almost be too much for me. Too much, I don't know, sweetness, too much something. We'll see. We'll see. So, I did get daylights in cilantro, apple, and lime, and Mediterranean fig. But I also got them in candles. So let's move on to our candles. First and foremost, I did, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, get backups of one of my favorites, pink grapefruit. I got 2, and also 2 tea lights. I got tea lights in warm cotton, which I talked about, and then in vanilla lavender. Now, I love Kringle's tea lights. To me, out of the tea lights I've tried from various companies, to me these are the highest quality and the strongest throwing tea lights I have tried. Yes, they are pricey. So when they went up down to 50% off due to the cold, I grabbed at the chance to get some tea lights. Unfortunately, the majority of them were sold out. So, they still had a few cents left, but I was thinking spring. So I was focusing on spring scents. So so many were sold out. So I didn't get as many as I would have liked there. But I got, I definitely had to have my pink grapefruit, vanilla lavender. You know me, my vanilla lavender. I just love it. It's like a staple in my house. And then I wanted some cotton scents because, I was just starting to think spring and fresh and clean. So that's what I did with the tea lights. Now, my first large jar I got in the Country Candle, which is a new one that they just released, is in lemon rind. Now, I've had this scent in the main line, and I like it. It's just, to me, a nice, fresh, squeezed lemon. I almost didn't get this one because I still have one from the main line, but I wanted to try this one to see if it was the same or not. And by the way, Mick has said that this candle, lemon rind, slate, which is in the main line, are both slated to be retiring soon. So if you guys like lemon rind, you like slate, you better start grabbing some. Actually, I think both of them are sold out in the large jars. They may be available in other forms. And he did say he will try to get it as soon as what else is retiring, so I don't know. But at least they're keeping the scent in the Country Candle line, so that's a good thing. And I like it. Like I said, I have so many lemon scents, but I figured I couldn't go wrong with getting this. Now, another scent that is a repeat scent to me is Cozy Cabin, which I've already talked about. And the main reason I got this one was because I wanted to see if it actually threw stronger than the Cozy Cabin in the main line. And it does smell a little bit stronger on cold, so I have high hopes for that. I will probably be burning this one. I will probably be burning Cozy Cabin this weekend. I think I'm going to put it in my January lineup. So you'll probably see it in my empties video if I don't do a full-on review of it. Now, over here, let's see if I can carefully bring it. This is one of the scents, this is in the frame here, that people in my group were really excited and raving about. And this is cilantro, apple, and lime. And this is another one that I wasn't really planning on getting. Oops, sorry about that, people. Until the reviews were coming in from people who had purchased it, and they were saying, oh, it smells fresh and it's clean. It smells tea-like, zen-like, comforting, relaxing. Sounded right up my alley. So, of course, I had to get one. I don't know why it's not pulling out there a little bit, but look, it's a beautiful, beautiful aqua color. I can see like the little beading. Can you guys see that with the oils? Let me move that up to you. Can you see that? Is that beautiful? It's just a beautiful, beautiful looking candle. Now, some people had reported with their country candles from this batch that just recently came out that they were having some issues with high flames and sooting. And Mick caught some of the reports in the group, and he decided to chime in and say that they were experimenting with wicks, and they were looking for feedback as to what people's experiences were with the wicks. And he thought that with this batch of candles that came out now, you should trim it good, at least the first 3 burns, and then after that, the wick should settle down and you don't need to trim them at all. I did find with this candle and my fig one, which I'll talk about in a minute, I did have to trim the wick down to the nub practically for the first burn because the flames were getting high and I was seeing that dreaded black smoke called soot. So I decided to heed his advice, and this is my second burn, and I trimmed the wicks down to the nub, like where there's hardly any wick left to light. And it's doing fine. Like I said, I don't know why it's not quite reaching out here, but the rest of the candle's doing fine. This candle has been lit for only an hour, so I think that's pretty darn good. Now, the scent is really nice. It's hard to describe. I don't get cilantro, apple, and lime, but that's exactly what I get. The best way for me to describe this candle is in terms of comparing it with other candles, because that I know that's how you guys can relate to things. If you can't smell it yourself, you just want to be able to compare it to something that you know. I think if you took Yankee Candle's Island Spa and you took Colonial Candle's Cucumber Fresca and you got those two married and they had a baby, this candle would be their offspring. The child would have the qualities of both parents and yet be its own unique individual. That's how I think about this candle. It definitely reminds me of Island Spa, which was like a lemon verbena type scent. This is lime. Cucumber Fresca was cilantro with cucumber. This is cilantro with apple. Definitely it has qualities of both, but it's its own unique scent. The scent itself I love. It is definitely like an herbal tea-like type of scent. It's fresh, it's clean, it's exactly up my alley. I'm a little bit concerned about the scent throw. My first lighting was in a bathroom and I could never really smell it. And I lit the fig one, which I'll talk about in a minute, at the same time, and that one I could smell. So compared to the two, I think the fig one's stronger than this one. But this is a beautiful scent because I love both Island Spa and Cucumber Fresca. So to have them get married and have a baby, it's like, oh, this is good. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, this is only my second burn. And right now, where I have it, it's in my big room. It's not a good test spot. I need to move it to like a bathroom or a bedroom because I have other candles going on in here right now while I'm filming. So stay tuned for that. I'm really hoping it throws good because I do really like this scent. And it's just a gorgeous looking candle, especially for spring. I mean, just a beautiful color. So let's carefully move this one out of the way. And let's talk about Mediterranean fig. You guys and ladies, if you have never tried a fig candle, surprisingly, this is probably my favorite candle out of the entire order, other than, of course, my pink grapefruit. Now, I'm kind of new to fig. I've had Colonial's fig. I can't remember what it was called. Kind of had a similar look. It was this color purple wax, similar label. I did do a review on it a couple years ago. And I remember in my review, I was pleasantly surprised that I liked it. It was the first fig candle I had. I didn't know what to expect. And in that one, I remember saying it kind of almost was like a creamy, milky, coconutty note with maybe a hint of bakery. But not like a fig Newton. You guys, if that is your only reference to fig, it's not like a fig Newton. No, it's the fig is more, it's like earthy, it's woodsy, it's green, it's creamy and sweet. It has all those qualities combined. And somehow it just comes out smelling gorgeous. I just really like it. I do have the Henri Bendel fig candle, which I did just a quick burn of it. I've never really burnt it all the way. I haven't reviewed it yet. That one's nice, but something about this one I like better, I think. It's it has the earthiness, it has the sweetness, it has the creaminess. It doesn't have the hint of the bakery that I picked up in the colonial version. There's a little bit of powderiness, almost a little bit of laundry, but not like laundry detergent, just more like fresh cleanness. I just really like it. What I like even more about it is this is a strong thrower. Within minutes of my lighting it, I can smell it. After I extinguish it, the scent lingers in the air for at least 45 minutes. That's my experience. I know everybody, your homes are different, your airflow is different, your nose is different. This is what I'm experiencing. I'm really super impressed with this candle. The throw is amazing. The fact that it lingers in the air after I, blow it out. The fact that it scents the air right after I light it. The fact that it's purple wax. The fact that I love the scent. I'm like, I need more. I need more. I regret not listening to my admin, Melissa. She said, you need a 6-pack, Norma. Just do it. I didn't do it. I was being conservative. I was being good. And I regret it because I need a 6-pack. I know Mick will probably never see this video, but if he's watching, I need a code STAT because I need more of this. Because the 2 that I have here right now, I'm going to burn through in the next month or 2, and then I'm going to have none. And this is not acceptable to me because I have a feeling if it continues to throw and perform the way it did on my first burn, I have a feeling this is probably going to be a staple in my house. I think it's going to be a new favorite. I really, really do. So like I said, if you guys haven't tried fig, try it. Even if, you don't want to commit to a large jar because you don't know if you're going to like it or not, get a daylight. $3 if it's not on sale. That's not a huge commitment. It's not going to be a scent for everybody, but I surprisingly really, really like it. It's just kind of the kind of scent that I've been in the mood for lately, and I want something different. I love my vanillas and I love my, my lavender vanilla. I love my lavenders, my cashmere type of scents. I love all those scents. But I guess I like fig too, because to me it falls in the same kind of vein. It's just fresh and warm and relaxing and clean all at the same time. It's hard to describe, but I like it. So anyway, there you guys have it. And of course, as Kringle always does, they threw in a free air freshener, and I was happy it was in pink grapefruit because I love that scent. Well, like I said, there you guys have it. That's my quick and dirty down impression of the new country candles from Kringle. I do like everything, some more than others. I will definitely be picking up more Mediterranean fig. I definitely hope to get some more cilantro, apple, and lime. Keeping my fingers crossed that it throws. Maybe the wild berry balsamic, not so sure. Flannel, the hot chocolate, but definitely, to me, the winner is the Mediterranean fig. So, I don't know when the new candles are going to come out. Like I said, maybe next month. Please, 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 let there be another cold. And if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And have a blessed day.